What's up guys, I'm Brittany K. Welcome back to my channel. The whole world knows that the live action version of Beauty and the Beast was released yesterday starring Emma Watson. And if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that the two things that I hold most dear in my heart are Harry Potter and Disney. To have Emma Watson star in a classic Disney favorite is just mind-blowing to me. I went and saw it last night. Honestly, I was pretty disappointed. It really wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't bad acting. It wasn't anything. I just didn't get like this sense of enthusiasm as I was watching it as I thought I would. I just feel like the movie was unnecessary. I really loved the live action Cinderella film. I thought it was a great movie. It made me really happy to watch it, but this movie just didn't give me that same feeling. My main issue with the whole film was that it felt so rushed. I haven't watched the animated version in a really long time, but I don't feel like it felt like it was only one night and boom, Belle was in love with the Beast. It had a good passing of time, and that might have been because I used to watch the Christmas, like Yule log, Belle's Enchanted Christmas or something, whatever it's called. I used to watch that movie all the time, and that movie was supposed to take place like in the middle of Belle's stay at the castle. So it made it seem like there was this whole like long time that Belle was actually trapped there for her to actually fall in love with the Beast. But in this movie, I think it was honestly one night that she was there, that they gave her dinner, she went into the West Wing, ran away, and then the Beast saved her and she saved him, and then they were in love, and that was all one night. That just made it seem so unrealistic to me. Like, if you're gonna do a live action version, I feel like the whole point in doing a live action version is to make it feel more real, and I felt like the animated version feels so much more believable than this live action version. The other things that bugged me is all of the parts that were my favorite parts were the parts that were mostly animated. The Be Our Guest was so incredibly beautiful, but the whole thing is CGI and it's all animated. Things that would just like pull me out of the moment were the wardrobe. Whenever she would just like shoot the fabric out, that was all super animated, and it just made it seem so much like, it made it seem like I was being taken away from the film and put somewhere else. There were a lot of things I did like about the movie. I loved that we got to see a little more backstory for the Beast than we did in the animated version. In the animated version, we know that he was hosting a party, and then he got cursed, and then he had till his 21st birthday to fall in love and have someone fall in love with him back. But I loved that in this movie, we get to see a little bit more of why he was so spoiled and why he was so cruel to the world around him, which I thought was a great addition. Also, we got to learn a lot more about Belle's mom, which I love, because in so many of the Disney princess movies, all of these princesses are missing either both of their parents or especially their moms, and we have no idea what happened to them. They just don't exist in the films. And so I really liked that we got to dive into that a little bit. Before this film came out, there was a ton of controversy behind LeFou being gay, and honestly, it was so innocent and so ridiculous. Throughout the whole film, he's just flamboyant. That's all it is. He's just flamboyant, and he's there, and he's Gaston's little sidekick. The only part that actually could even be implied as a gay scene is just one little dancing scene that's literally half a second. That's it. Everyone's making a big deal about a little dancing scene. It was just a fun little dance. That's all it was. I remember when the announcement first came out that Emma Watson was going to be playing Belle, I was a little, I don't know what the word, I wasn't like shocked, maybe a little bit confused. I know that Emma Watson's obviously an actress, but I didn't know if she could actually sing or if music was actually going to be a huge part of this. So they still did keep it a musical, which I love, and they added in a couple songs which I didn't really care for. The only one that was really awesome was Beast's solo song. It was just absolutely gorgeous. Emma Watson's voice was okay, but I feel like it's not musical lead female kind of a voice, and they use so much auto-tune in this movie, and a lot of people kind of like that because we're so used to hearing it, but I kind of wish it was toned down a little. They definitely lowered the octaves for Emma Watson's voice for the songs. I just wasn't totally enthusiastic about it when I got done with it. I was just like, it's not, I would rather go back and watch the animated movie. I don't see myself going back and watching this again, which is a lot for me to say, because even more so than watching new movies, I love rewatching movies. It's one of my favorite things. Like, I prefer to rewatch movies I've already seen than go out and watch new movies, and this just doesn't seem like a movie that I'm gonna go back and rewatch. So yeah, I mean, there were definitely things I liked about the film. I love the nostalgia. A lot of it was pretty much shot by shot. They added a lot of stuff in just to make it a longer movie, because I believe the animated version is probably only like an hour and 20 minutes long, whereas this was a full 2 hours, maybe even a little bit over 2 hours. So they added more stuff in. They didn't really take anything out that I can remember. All the stuff that they did leave in, it was pretty much just shot for shot exactly what it was. Those are my thoughts on the film. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't amazing, and I'm just kind of like, meh. That's all I have for you guys today. I would love to hear what you thought about the film down in the comments below. If you completely disagree with me and thought it was the best movie ever, let me know. Or if you also felt like it was mediocre, let me know. Or if you thought it was horrible, awful, a disaster, let me know. If you like this video, please give it a big old like, and if you're not already, please subscribe. I would love to have you join the Awkward Gravity X family. I have some awesome Wizarding World videos coming for you very soon. I'll see you very soon.